People say your worst day can be your best. But how? Let's find out with a story. One evening, a young merchant came to a wise master. The man was crying, his face filled with despair. The master asked, "My son, what troubles you?" The merchant said, "My life is over. My ship, full of silk, sank in a storm. I lost everything. I am ruined. How can anyone say this happened for a good reason?" The master smiled. "Let me tell you a story," he said. Once, a great fire hit a small town. The fire destroyed many workshops. Among them was one owned by a skilled carpenter. He and his apprentice lost their workshop, tools, and wood. The apprentice said, "Master, perhaps this was meant to be." The carpenter shouted, "Foolish words! We have nothing. Our work is gone. How can this be good?" He yelled, "Get out! Leave me alone." The sad apprentice left the town. Days passed. The carpenter sat in the ashes, hopeless. A traveling monk stopped and saw him. The carpenter told the monk his story, how the fire took his tools, his hope, and how his apprentice left. The monk listened and said, "That is exactly why I say what happened for your good." The carpenter frowned. "How?" "I suffer." The monk replied, "The fire only burned wood. It did not burn your skill. Your hands are still yours. Don't lose faith. A new path will appear." The carpenter thought about the monk's words. Days later, the carpenter traveled to the big city. He found work carving for a new temple. His work was so beautiful that the king saw it. The king was impressed and gave him a new workshop. One night, someone knocked on his door. It was his old apprentice, now a successful architect. The apprentice smiled. "Master, your work is famous." The carpenter's eyes filled with tears. He finally understood. The fire forced him to leave his small town and find his true great destiny. The master finished. The young merchant said, "A fine story, but my shipment is gone. I am still ruined." The master smiled and held up a letter. "Actually," he said, "I have something for you. It is from the governor. Because your ship sank, you stayed here. The governor heard you were in the city. He wants you as the official silk supplier for the court, an order 10 times larger than what you lost." The young man was shocked. If his ship hadn't sunk, he would have sailed away. He would have missed this. The master smiled. "So, my friends, what did we learn? Well, no matter how dark the moment, life is changing. Painful times pass. Never act in fear or despair. Sometimes, our worst moments lead us to our greatest blessings.